This is the Microsoft Surface Go. It's a cheaper and smaller version of the Surface Pro, and it's squared directly at Apple's iPad. Here's what you need to know. The Surface Go comes with Windows 10s, but that only lets you install apps from the Microsoft Store. So you should install the free upgrade to Windows 10 Home right away. The Surface Go starts at $399, but the model you should buy actually costs $550, and that's before you buy the keyboard, which is an additional $100. Keyboard's really tiny, but it's a must-have if you're buying the Surface Go. The Intel Gold processor is fine for browsing the web, taking notes, and watching Netflix, and you can do all of those at the same time, but this isn't the processor you want if you want to do web editing or hardcore gaming. Here's what I like about the Surface Go. The Surface Go has stereo speakers just like the iPad Pro, and they sound really good. I also really like that the keyboard's backlit and has a really big trackpad. The Surface Pen works really well if you want to take notes on the screen or sign documents, but like the Apple Pencil, I didn't really find it worth the $100 cost. I also really like how light it is. The Surface Go weighs just over a pound before you add the keyboard, and it's way easier to walk around the office with versus my Dell laptop. Here's what I don't like about the Surface Go. First, the bezels, the black areas around the display, those are really big, and most tablets, including the iPad, have started to cut down on those. Also, the Windows 10 tablet apps are still way clunkier than they are on an iPad, so I almost always found myself using this as a laptop as opposed to a tablet. Microsoft moved to USB-C, which is good, but there's only one port, which isn't going to be enough for people who want to connect more than one device. I also can't figure out why Microsoft doesn't include the keyboard with the Surface Go. It's what enables the full Windows 10 experience, but it costs another $100. The battery life also wasn't very good at all. Microsoft says I should get about 9 hours of battery life while watching video, but I got way below that just while browsing the web. So should you buy the Surface Go? On one hand, I really love the portability and I love Windows 10. On the other hand, it's hard to justify the cost. If you buy the Surface Go, you should skip the underpowered $399 model and get the one I tested with twice the storage and twice the RAM. That sets you back $550, and once you add a keyboard, you're up to $650. At that price, you might as well spend the extra $150 to get Microsoft's Surface Pro bundle. It includes a much more powerful Surface Pro with a Core i5 chip and a keyboard for $799. Also, if you don't need Windows, consider either a Chromebook or an iPad. The Chromebook is best for web browsing with Google Apps and is getting more and more powerful. The iPad starts at $329, has millions of apps, syncs wonderfully with an iPhone, and is a much better tablet than the Surface Go if you don't need a keyboard.